Let's get it going. Alright, been a minute. I forgot exactly what the hell I was doing. Being completely honest here.
Come on. They'll keep a sharp watch here.
Just walk away, Mistios. You shouldn't be here.
Hello.
And surely gotta have somewhere closer. No, of course not. Why would I? Come on.
Off we go now.
Dang, these allergies, man. And weather change. Whew.
Easy now.
That makes sense. These graphics are impressive, gotta say. Man. Let's see where we're going.
That's what I'm looking for.
Perfect.
Come on. Ella.
Get off the horse. That's just slowing me down. Come with this wall, save some time.
One of the documents Demokritos wants. This isn't even math. It's a child's fable.
Awesome. Next ones are hella far away, man. Of course, I didn't get that one. Guess we're going here. Man, thank God for fast travel, though. No lie, that just saves so much time. So much time. Alright, there we go.
Ella.
Man, I hate how slow we go in the city. This is ridiculous. Come on. I get outside the damn borders to speed it up. Unreal. I don't know where we're going here. That way? No. No. That way.
There it is. Off we go.
Alright. Don't know if this is restricted or not. I guess we'll find out when I walk in here. Once I find out where that is. Hey, there. Big old door I kind of walked in.
The golden ratio. The Mokritos will want to know I found it.
The next one is underwater. Fantastic. Way out here too. Awesome. Fast travel as close as I can. Thank God for that. Alright.
Ready for sail!
Let's make sure I'm going the right way. Just look around. Easy. Crush your fingers for no pirates.
Raise oars! Oars down!
At the brig could be useful.
Nice and easy shot. Awesome.
Ready oars! Slow down!
See how close we are. Oh, we're right on top of it. Here we go. Oh yeah, because why wouldn't there be a shark?
Less speed now!
Commander away! Everyone at ease!
So here's the one. Scan the area real quick.
Here it is.
Oh yeah, of course there's another one. Man. Alright. Where's that shark at? Oh, nicely done. Oh, someone's chasing me. Get out the water, fool! Get out the water! Man, I did not think that was going to go that way. I'll take it. Where are we going? Temple of Zeus.
Kere, Demokritos.
Alexios!
So I found
You did!
The tortoise arrives at a point. Achilles, who is chasing it, runs after him. But after Achilles arrives at the same point, the tortoise has moved on. By the time Achilles arrives at the tortoise's new spot, the creature has again moved further.
Exactly. It shows how the universe divides itself infinitely.
A mathematical theory hidden in a child's fable.
Zeno was clever. Every knowledgeable old man I've ever met was an idiot. But the minds of children are endlessly wise.
I found the original golden ratio.
A discovery that will change...
At first, I didn't think I saw anything special about it. But the sides of this diagram aren't even. The side marked A is almost half of the side marked B.
Almost, but not quite. A and B are to A as A is to B.
So how can this theory be used?
Used? It isn't used, only observed. It is the divine balance occurring naturally in the most measurably beautiful places in the world. It is everywhere. And
They're
no,
really good, man. This is
It took some doing, but I found
Yeah,
the
me.
Pythagorean theorem.
the greatest breakthrough the world will ever know. And now we have it in its original glory.
oh man.
I thought it might be about the points.
Astute.
Oops.
You're wiser
My
than
bad.
you put on. The two shorter sides squared, when added together, are equal to the square of the hypotenuse.
That was a lot to take in, but I
That's
think
the
I found
only
everything.
thing I remember
You
from
did.
high school math.
And with this, I can finally form my grand theory. The theory that simultaneously divides and unites all the universe.
What is this theory?
Using the theorems as evidence, I intend to prove that the universe is divisible into infinitely smaller parts. As we break reality down, the parts shrink, and the space between them grows.
Once you prove your theory, what will you do with it?
Although I aim to prove that the universe is divisible, I hope that the theory can be used to unite people.
All of this sounds ambitious.
One can't achieve greatness by attempting mediocrity. But I confess, I have a personal motivation.
Everyone always does.
Ha! In another life, you would have made a fine student. When I was a student, I loved a poet. But I was so consumed by study, I never told her. I hope to use these theorems to show her my poetry. And maybe to win her heart.
If that's what you want to do, let's do it.
What? Right now?
You missed your chance
no
to tell her
time like
once,
the present, so
Demokritos.
let's go.
There's no point in missing it again. Let's go.
You're right. This time I will do it properly.
Alexios the matchmaker, baby.
I
Let's
never
do it.
would have guessed you were a lover.
Well, I wasn't. My theory that all
Where you
atoms
going,
exist
dude?
with the great void
I don't know
between
where your chick
them
is. Come on.
is a bit like the life I've lived.
But not anymore. Now you're filling that void.
Maybe. Maybe what fills the void and what draws us together is love.
Save that line for the poet, Demokritos.
No! That's good! Those bandits, stop them!
I'll kill you for that! Burning! God help me!
Yeah, that's gory.
Demokritos,
Ladies over here, man.
I'm sorry.
Feels
They
bad. dude.
killed her. For it to end like this, after all this time.
You have your theorem, and the others. Read them to her. Let her see your poetry.
It's too late.
It's never too late.
You can go. In another life, she might have known my love for her. You might have been my student. Imagine the happiness we'd have known.
A wise man told me, the richest person in any land is the one who wants for the least. Don't want for the past, Demokritos.
I'll leave soon enough. But for now, I think I want for privacy. Take this and leave me to mourn, Alexios. There is no force in the universe
That
greater
was
than that.
not the ending I was expecting to that very long quest line. Oh, that's crap. Alright, where are we going? Let's see. Yeah, we took care of him. Wolfbloom. Yes. Alright. How many hours I put in this game? You'd think I already know where everything was, but nah. Oh. Oh.
I'm here to see Socrates.
Alexios!
You know who I am?
Of course I do. Socrates never stops talking about you.
And you are...
His wife, of course. I'm Xanthippe.
Socrates never...
Typical. The only time he's quiet is when he's eating. Yet he can't find time to mention me.
So, where is Socrates? I got a note that said to meet him here.
That's what I'd like to know. He went to another symposium last night, and he didn't come home after.
Sounds like a good place to start looking.
I was just about to head there myself. Come, keep me company.
How long have you and Socrates been married?
Hiding the wife,
It's
man.
been quite some time now.
What is it about him that you love so
trouble?
much?
Love is not the word I'd use. It frustrates me to no end.
That doesn't surprise me.
Even so, it's worth the
Think we could
frustration.
walk a little slower?
His mind is like no other. Not to mention, he's quite a good
Alright,
guy.
honesty time.
That's not something
Whenever I
I
walk
wanted to
behind slow
picture.
people, it's like road rage
It
all
must
over
be
again.
why
I go all
Alcibiades
around them.
seems so
I get so frustrated.
infatuated with him.
Don't mention
Sure
that
was
name
real.
around me. Always
my wife
coming
gets
by
mad at me
drunk,
'cause I walk slow.
sending Socrates gifts like giant cakes.
I didn't know.
It's fine.
My God, come on. Oh, he looks important.
Something over here!
Oh, gosh.
Xantippe!
What is it?
Socrates! They took him away. They said he was under arrest.
For what?
I have no idea. We were just talking after the symposium. I'd say go ask him yourself, but he'll be guarded. They took him southeast of here.
That fool! I knew this would happen to him one day.
I'll find him. Don't worry.
This is his doing. It's best to let these things run their course.
I can't believe Socrates was arrested.
Awesome.
I need to find out what happened.
Alright, climb the wall. Save some time.
Careful.
Oops.
Don't want to be caught here.
Oh boy. I gotta take care of the guards. What else? Holy crap. Oh. Dude, you were not there before. Oh,
Guess I better take a look. What?
down. Come on over. Come on, dude. Crap. Come on from here.
Someone signaling?
Here we go.
What's that?
Your friend didn't see that. Yeah, knowing this game, I'm about to escort him out, so let's get rid of this guy. Oh, crap. Oh, gosh. I got one on the balcony, too. That's great. Don't do that. Oh, got lucky. Oh, no. Jeez. He can hear me. I'm good. Oh, the nerves.
Alexios, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same.
Well, here I am. Though I'm more curious about how you are here. The guards let you in?
We've known each other a long time now. You know how I got in here.
You've taught me that the blade can sometimes be necessary. but I don't think this was one of those times.
I was worried about you.
Your care is appreciated, but if you had waited only a bit longer, I'm sure my trial would have taken place and I'd be free.
You're not going to trial. We're getting you out of here.
I understand your concern, but what good would escaping do other than prove I'm guilty? No. In fact, I'm looking forward to this trial.
What if they find you guilty, and your punishment is severe?
That will never happen. I'll convince them I deserve to go free. You'll see.
What were you arrested for?
I haven't the slightest idea.
And that doesn't bother you?
Sometimes understanding does not come at the moment we would like. More importantly, this is giving me the necessary time to think.
About...
I went to see the Pythia, and she told me there is none wiser than me. An intriguing thought, and one I've been unable to stop thinking about.
Socrates, the Pythia is...
It matters not what you believe she is or she isn't.
Corrupt.
I must examine not only her words, but my own self as well. I know nothing, so how could I be called wise?
What does that have to do with being locked up?
I believe my time here and this trial may help me find the answer. I will be fine. Trust me.
I've known you for...
That's true.
And you'd call us friends?
I would.
And friends share
Alright,
important things
honestly, I
with
put
one
like
another.
50 hours into
Is
this
that so?
game,
It is.
and
Then how did I not know you were
I would say
married?
20 of it's been dialogue.
From what you just said, that means either we're
Well,
not friends,
dialogue and cutscenes.
or that friends don't share with one another. So, which is it?
I've wondered how much of our conversation you've taken to heart. And now, I have my answer.
Were you doing anything when you got arrested?
If speaking my mind is worth imprisonment, then I suppose I was.
In the future, you may want to be more careful.
You risk life and limb every time you draw your blade. Just because it's my tongue that is sharp, doesn't mean I'm not prepared to face the consequences of using it.
Since you won't leave with me, I'll go see the Pythia myself.
That's not necessary.
I'll find out why she told you that. I won't let you go to trial, even if you think you'll be found innocent.
Ah, Alexios, you...
I'll come back when I have what I need.
Alright, if we're going to Pythia, we already know that the cult has a handle on her. Something's about to go down. And you don't get your main characters back for no reason. You already finished the main storyline, so something's about to go down. With the Pythia.
You're finished!
Gotta get out of this hot zone. Shoot up straight. Must steal the horse. Perfect. Oh, thank God for fast travel. Do it. Oh yeah, fast travel, yeah. Okay.
Oh no, not you.
You remember me?
Just go. I'm too old for this.
Smart guy.
This will be easy!
Anybody else?
There might be a bit of blood when you go upstairs.
You
A little
again?
bit.
I'm here for a different reason.
After last time, they tortured me.
Wasn't me.
I thought they were going to kill me, just like I told you. It hurt so badly. I begged for death.
I didn't mean for that to happen.
Just hurry and tell me what you want.
You told Socrates something, and I want to know why.
Questioning why the Pythia speaks is a strange thing.
I know why you speak, and I know who controls your voice. Tell me why the cult had you tell Socrates he's the wisest.
Boom.
The cult didn't tell me to say that. I did that on my own.
The cult wouldn't allow you to do that.
Which is why I was very careful. I seek Socrates as an ally, but simply asking him to help wouldn't have worked.
An ally? For what?
I know much of Socrates. Not only has he visited me often, but his students do as well.
Get to the point.
You know the gods don't speak through me. I feel Socrates is the one who can convince others of this. If he succeeds, the cult will have no more need for me.
So you're hoping he comes to the conclusion that the gods don't exist?
It matters not if Socrates believes they exist. He needs simply to doubt that the gods speak through me.
I understand why you think Socrates can help, but why tell him he's the wisest?
He'll delve into what it means to be wisest. It's my hope he'll conclude he's not, and therefore doubt the words of the gods.
No reverse
If you
psychology.
just told
I like
him
it.
your words aren't from the gods, wouldn't that serve the same purpose? And much quicker?
Socrates is not the type to desire the answer so easily.
Hey,
He'll
man,
have
dude
more
speaks in
drive when he
riddles.
finds the answer on
Drives
his
you
own.
nuts.
This is getting complicated.
Whatever you do, you can't tell Socrates.
I understand. He has to come to the answer on his own.
Exactly. Although, if you truly wish to help Socrates, a student of his came by not long before you. He
Oh, here we
seemed
go. Side quest.
distraught.
Distraught.
He was clutching a book tightly to his chest and kept looking over his shoulder. He told me he was going into a tomb nearby until things were safe.
Thank you. I'll find him.
Okay.
Please, don't come back here again.
This is it.
Let's save some time to climb some walls. Okay. Moving on. This is not that kind of show. Don't like that. Yeah, this was like a trap.
Sorry for sharing my fear of tombs.
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh god. Appreciate you. Hey, you're on fire, dude. Hey, I'm on fire, dude.
Get it out!
Whoops. Where are we going? There.
Απάξους είναι. Και ως τυρίων πωλήσους είναι.
Passageway that is blocked. We're gonna sneakerson in here. Wait. Okay. I know.
Οικία μου κατεκάψαν τα σκία του. Χρήστη. Μόντος ιδιοτοπιός που προδέθηκε το πτανίον αυτού. Εκκλημώνται επειδή κύλε ύπνον ενωμέμαχε. Ανάλγη των παίγνιων. Όιθε η επέζουση πάνω Θεέ μου.
Oh, we should have done that from the beginning. Ah. Bet you there's a snake. Ah. Oh. You can throw the torch. 50 hours in, didn't know you could throw the torch. Then you just pull another one out of your butt. That'll work. Run the door? Oh, I'm just gonna throw it at the door. It is apparently fireproof. Awesome. Another snake. Another snake.
This tomb is bigger than I thought. He has to be around here somewhere.
Oh crap. Snakes. Guarantee there's more. Yeah, there's one. Where? Oh god, I thought that was a snake. Oh god. Okay. There's a snake. Yeah, okay. Died. Thank you. How many snakes you need in this place? Seriously. Creepy.
Κύματα. Νόησε εδώ. Επιπληπαρώσαι εδώ. Μη πόρα αποστείλεις με. Πέτρος επικίνδυνος αστεί. Συμμορία παρτικελιστών ταύτη λιμένους. Απάξους είναι. Και ως τυρίων πωλήσους είναι.
You don't need to be scared now. I'm not with them.
That doesn't mean you won't kill me. You just want this for yourself.
I'm a friend of Socrates.
You are? Prove it.
That's easy.
Socrates is one of the most frustrating people I've ever known. He just talks and talks and talks. And it feels like he asks questions just so he can continue talking and talking and talking.
What you call frustrating, I call brilliant. But it's clear you know him well.
Why were those men after you?
For some
Clearly.
reason, they wanted these writings of Socrates's. Well, I wrote them, but it's all his words.
That seems like a strange thing to want.
One of them had a big mouth. He mentioned something about the priest at the sanctuary of Athena Pronea. He said this was the final thing they needed to get rid of Socrates.
I've always been curious. What does Socrates teach you?
So much. Follow him around for an entire day and you won't be able to sleep. Your
What I'm
mind
taking
will
from
be
this
so
is
aflutter with
Socrates
thoughts.
was the
I'm
original
not sure I'd last a whole
filibuster.
day with him.
They
What
was
drew you
talking,
to
talking
Socrates?
until
I've never
whatever they're
met a
trying to
man
pass
like him,
expires.
and I don't think I ever will again.
Well, the person
Every
dies.
day with him is one
Socrates
worth
can
waking
talk
up
a
for.
very long time.
I'll take care of the priests.
Thank you. And, well, please, give this to Socrates. It hurts me to say this after all I've learned from him, but I have a family. I can't risk being caught up in whatever this is.
So you're going to stop being his student?
It feels I have no choice. Maybe one day that will change.
I'll be sure to give him the writings.
Thank you. Make sure he stays safe. The world will be a worse place without him in it.
That student gave me an idea. Xantippe said there was a symposium. Maybe I can convince the others who were there to help Socrates. I'm not sure why the priests want Socrates gone, but I need to take care of them.
Don't know where that cave would be. That's frustrating. Appreciate it. I'm good. This is just something I enjoy doing. Thank you though. All right. Yeah, those are those dudes dancing.
I need to talk to them. Maybe I can convince them to stand up.
Do not students take what they learn from their teachers? What then if the teacher is wrong? Does that not simply perpetuate these wrong teachings amongst future generations?
You assume the students aren't wise enough to understand the flaws of the teacher. Think of those who came before us. First Thales, then his student Anaximandros, and then Anaximenes. Without the teachings of those before him, it's
Man,
safe to say
these names back in the
Anaximenes
day,
would
though.
not have reached the conclusions he did.
It's a
I don't
mouthful.
think that's true at all. Oh, perhaps this new phase can offer a different perspective.
Maybe. Yes, please.
I've never heard the names you just mentioned.
It's never too late to learn. But even so, one doesn't need to know who they are to answer. Is it not a risk that wrong ideas will be passed along if a student doesn't have the wisdom to seek the truth?
Well, I kind of agree with both of these. You do need to think for yourselves, but you also need to absorb the teachings. We'll go for ourselves.
If we listen to others and take what they say as fact, we only have ourselves to blame.
So,
story.
no matter who is speaking, student or teacher, we must spend time trying to understand if what they say is even true.
Your appearance betrays you, Mystius. Clearly, you've taken on a teacher of your own.
Something like that. He's the reason I'm
Overpaid
here.
for it too.
Socrates needs your help.
Socrates? Ha! If it's another debate you want, it will be hard for us to decide who hates that man more. Why would we help him?
It doesn't matter if he's your worst enemy. If they're willing to imprison someone like Socrates only for his words, what's to say they won't do the same to you?
So, you want us to help out of fear of being imprisoned ourselves?
I don't care why you help. If I hadn't said his name, would you think it was right Socrates was locked up?
If it's as you say, and it was for his words, then no.
And aren't you afraid it could happen to you too?
Of course. If we can't speak our minds, what else are we to do?
If you believe that, then you should help.
Fine, fine. You've made your point, and you've made it well. Socrates deserves our help, but we don't give it lightly.
That makes it worth even more.
We'll be on our way then. We'll gather some others as well. Make sure our voices are heard. Believe it or not, we're pretty good at causing a scene.
If you're like Socrates, that's not hard to believe.
Wow, I've never seen someone convince them so easily before.
Is that so? I guess I should feel proud. I'm surprised to see a child here.
Is there an age at which it would suddenly be okay to debate with them? What then of the night before I turned that age? Should we be prevented from doing what we wish due to the world's
All
view
the
of us?
philosophers talk this much.
I can't even have a normal conversation with a child.
Normal is no fun. Look around. Everyone here wants the same thing.
Lord.
Headaches?
Debate!
You're the first kid I've met who'd rather debate than play.
Don't tell the others, but I'm envious
Introduce
that
you to
you're a
mine.
student of
Will
Socrates.
argue your
I
ears
hope one
off.
day to be as well.
You're on the right path. What's your name?
Aristocles. Although I've never liked that name much.
It does sound like countless others I've heard around Athens. Why not choose another?
Maybe
I can
Aristotle.
do that? Huh. My brother always had a problem saying my name, so he called me Plato instead.
Look at that.
Perhaps I'll use
Nice.
that.
I like it.
Thank you. Well, I better hurry after the others. Here.
You really should listen more. That's cool.
Όχληση μη παρέχεις.
Okay, well. Alright, we're walking this one, it looks like. Okay, gotta get rid of the priests. Not normal priests, guys. They are cult priests.
Αλόκοτον τα μάλα.
It's not a God-fearing priest. It is cult-fearing priest. I can get rid of those guys. And steal whatever evidence they might have. This was close.
Ο κνηρός ή και πανίκα.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Oh, bear. Moving on.
Come on.
Secure area, so this will be fine.
Whoa!
Let's mark all the bad guys. What is that? That's a dog. Bad guy. Bad guy. Treasure. Bad guy. Everybody on the perimeters. Wait, what was that? Oh, hey now. What was that? You're not gonna tell me. Got it. That's not too bad. Not that many.
They'll be on high alert here.
Let's go over here. Here. Too far.
That's close enough! Not another step! Anyone there?
Didn't think that through. Shouldn't go around this way.
Ποιος ο υπέτειος?
Πλέον διαμένει και με κατασκοπεύει.
Those priests must be the ones who hired the thugs and want to get rid of Socrates.
Sure, I told you.
Curious position.
Now that all the priests are dead, they won't be able to testify against Socrates.
Just my imagination.
Oh boy.
Whistle?
Come on in. Yes, hold the guard. Hold it.
That's strange. I'll go check.
Okay. What is left? Two guards. One more piece of evidence. Or not.
I should return to Socrates before the trial starts.
Okay.
I will!
Oh crap. Couldn't block that. Get this last one. Now screwing it up.
What?
Alright, cool. Where's the tablet though? Where's the tablet?
Και οι αντιφρουρευτέ αμφίβητοι και να με πείσουν.
mercenary. I'm just gonna climb the wall. Oops.
Socrates!
I am.
What happened? The trial couldn't have taken place that quickly.
Had I been given the chance to defend myself, it would have been quick indeed. But unfortunately for me, I was let free before I could.
That's good news.
Apparently, those who had charges to bring against me were found dead. And evidence they claimed to have went missing.
It sounds like someone was looking out for you.
There were also some people protesting my arrest, I was told. I have to ask, did you have something to do with this?
Do you really need to ask?
No, but you still deserve the chance to answer.
Did you have time to find an answer for the Pythia's words?
I thought it would have taken much longer than it did, but the moment I stopped thinking about it, it came to me like a flash of Zeus's lightning.
So, do you agree with the Pythia, or not?
The gods cannot lie. Yet, I know that I know nothing. I had to understand what it meant for one who knows nothing to be called wise. I realized that though the Pythia said my name, she did not mean me.
Who did she mean then?
That is not an answer I'd yet like to voice. It's one that people may not want to hear. And I must think on how I wish to share my new beliefs with Athens.
Whatever it is, be careful. I don't want to find you been arrested again. We should get you home. I'm sure you'll be more comfortable there.
In some ways, that will be true. In others, well, Xanthippe will decide that. Being free feels good, but I don't believe Xanthippe will be happy with me.
She has good reason to
I
be
hope we're
mad
not
this
walking
time.
this pace
We
the entire
argue
way.
often about how I need to be careful with what I say and what I said. This will only give her more cause to bring it up.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Oh, you misunderstand. I love it.
You do?
People see Xanthippe and believe it is her beauty that drew me to her. But it is her argumentative spirit I lust for.
Nobody ever likes that about me.
Having my opinions and thoughts challenged helps me to refine them and to grow as a person.
And she likes these arguments?
Oh, I doubt it. But it is in those
Man,
fiery
come
moments
on,
that
dude.
her spirit is strongest, like an untamed
I'm not a
horse.
patient person.
Don't call her a horse to her face.
I'm afraid your advice is a bit too late.
Get somewhere safe, Socrates.
Is there any blood left?
I'll take pleasure in killing you! I don't have all day! Put it out! Now he's mine!
Wonder what that
I
was
got a
about.
bounty hunter. That's
With the
fine.
things I do, it's sometimes hard to know.
Let's hurry back before anything else happens.
Oh, dude. God, you're slow. Let's go. Man, oh, great. Come on, Socrates, you're killing me, man. I know you're old, but... Yeah, but...
You came back. Finally. I'm ready to return to Athens. I've had enough of Phokis and his talk of the Pythia.
You will be happy to hear I have no need for her words any longer.
Ah, then something positive came out of this after all.
I just remembered. A student of yours has been taking notes of your teachings. He wanted you to have them. What did you do that for?
Nobody asked him to write down my words.
Even so, why not keep it? Share it with others.
Because of a story I was told as a boy.
Ah, crud.
All right, let's hear it.
The king of Egypt, Thamos, was visited by the god Thephtha. Thephtha offered the invention of writing to the king and told him it was an elixir of memory and wisdom. But Thamos disagreed. He believed the people would no longer use their memories, for they would simply read instead. These written words would not offer true wisdom, but only the appearance of such.
You don't want your words written down so others can't use them to pretend to be smart.
Much like creatures in a painting, the words sit there unmoving. If you ask them a question, they will preserve a solemn
Can
silence.
agree and
no
disagree
matter
with
how
that.
many times you ask, they will only ever say the same
I
thing.
think about it.
They
Well,
cannot
because
defend
we're
their
so dependent on
message.
books and
That's the
historical
part you
knowledge
lack.
that we read,
The
and,
defense of your
you know,
words.
news articles,
All who
and
speak
TV
should
broadcasts,
defend
you know,
their
everything
words
that's
if questioned
documented
about
for
them.
us.
That is why I
Maybe
choose
that
to
does have
speak
an
and
impact
write.
on our ability to
That is why any words of mine
discover,
that last beyond my
solve,
final breath will be those
yeah,
that people choose to remember.
enlighten ourselves.
Those words will be true
It's an
wisdom
interesting point of
and
view.
not an illusion.
What's your plan now?
After I return to Athens, there's much I need to consider.
You'll be careful, right?
If I have to choose between saying nothing and staying safe, or speaking up and risking my life, the choice is easy.
Yeah, of course.
I should get going. I'm glad you're free.
As am I, although, if you allow me, there is something.
I doubt I could stop you.
We like to believe that action means progress, but it's control that's so truly desired. The more we do, the more control it seems we have, but the less we allow for others. If we grip too tightly, we'll find we've crushed what it is we're holding on to.
Meaning...
Meaning we must sometimes let life unfold without trying to influence the outcome.
I'll keep that in mind.
AKA, go with the flow.
I almost forgot. In your letter, you said you had something to ask me. What was it?
You know, I've completely forgotten now. Take care, Alexios.
Stay out of trouble, Socrates.
When you talk too much, you forget what you were originally going to say. Who's after me? Let me guess. Companion? Yeah, why not? Oh, man. Okay. Going the other way. And that. Heavy blunts are too slow. It's too weak. care of. Yeah, why not?
Κατανόηση με το. Εκεί παρώσε.
My, is that Alexios of Aiad, the Eagle Bearer, messenger of Zeus, he who launched 1,000 hearts?
Alcibiades. I'm known by many names, but that last one sounds to be of your own making.
My young friend Archimedes here could use your legendary talents to woo the object of his desire.
You would have my eternal gratitude.
I'd like to know more about the man asking for my help.
I'm Archimedes. I came to Alcibiades because he boasts of his exploits as a lover and knows Praxila.
I'm Misthios, not some famed lover.
You can tell just from looking at him, but enough of that.
What's the job?
Have you ever heard of Praxila?
The name sounds familiar. Who is she?
Who is she? A poet blessed by Apollo himself. She describes the gods as if they were her lovers. Her lyre is a legendary weapon, wielded in her hands. I want to meet her, but talking to a goddess such as she? Terrifying.
Oh, nonsense. Usually you give a woman some flowers, and she'll show you her flower. However, this is Praxila. She is not easily impressed.
Of course. No ordinary flower will do. They need to be worthy of a goddess.
I come to this coast every year for the Poetry Festival. Of all the beautiful blossoms, none match the scent and radiance of the coral rose. Fetch some, and all doors and legs shall open for you.
I'll return with your flowers. Where can I find the coral rose? It sounds rare.
You would be correct. However, like all good things in life, these take more work than most are willing to expend. They're atop a nearby mountain.
Of course they are.
Say I do get these flowers. Where would I bring them?
Back to camp? Praxila should be in her tent.
You mentioned being here for a poetry festival.
I did. It's one of the many festivals to Apollo, but this one holds a special place in my heart, among other places. Other festivals are so stuffy. Here we worship like Maenads.
I've heard enough.
Please,
Amen to that.
if you are as skilled with sword and heart as Alcibiades says, you'll return to me with the coral rose. As a poet, it's best that I stay at camp while you do the hiking.
Of course.
You'd be an easy snack for wolves or bears. I'll return with the roses.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Sure there's a faster route, but I like the direct route. made that comment about bears and
These
wolves.
must be the coral roses.
Oh, crud. Awesome. Just jump off the cliff. I forgot what level it was, but if you got past a certain point, you don't take fall damage. Kind of the best part of leveling up right there. Save a lot of time.
I found your coral roses.
You're back! That's perfect. The roses are perfect. Oh, look at the luster. The fragrance. Now, you must deliver them to her.
What?
You came all this way to meet her. You should be the one to do it.
Please, I'm much too nervous to speak to her. I've composed a poem to recite. Here, let me teach you.
I'm not saying any Malakas poem. That's your job, not mine.
Then I must rehearse. Will you at least deliver the flowers before they wilt?
Fine.
Yeah,
but you'll do the rest.
Okay. She's at her tent. It's right there. Go give them to her.
Praxilla, I have flowers for you from Orchimedes of... somewhere.
Did I not tell you to get the wine 5 minutes ago?
Alexios of Aiad, may I introduce you to my dear friend Praxilla, Apollo's muse and mistress of the Golden Strings.
You're Praxilla?
Didn't expect an aged bard. Mercenary of Ayat?
It would be foolish of me to assume a master of the craft would be young.
Praxilla, this is Alexios of Aiad, Eagle-bearer, messenger of Zeus, launcher of 1,000...
Alexios, Al-Al. All the kings cowered from this god-child's power. Are scowling Achilles. Alexios, please, cry lads and ladies.
A true genius.
Look at those shoulders. A soldier, a Spartan, a thorn in the side of tyrants. He who dares challenge Poseidon. Alcibiades, this one I'm keeping my eyes on.
The poems she writes about me are never so kind.
I have flowers for you. They're not from me. They're from Orchimedes. He's right over... Well, he was over there.
A coral rose? I'll have to get my servant to add these to the pile.
Oh boy.
I also prefer actions to easy gestures.
Where is that servant girl? I swear her head must be rattling with rocks.
Gotta go save her, don't we?
I wish she'd rattle my rocks.
Achaikos is missing. That idiot must have taken it with her and run off.
Achaikos?
Achaikos is Praxilla's legendary lyre.
I set it down after tuning moments before you arrived. I can't go on stage without Achaikos.
I did see Orchimedes leaving in quite a hurry.
We need to get that lyre back. Please, without Praxilla getting everyone's juices flowing, this festival is just a bunch of young men measuring the size of their verse.
I'll find the thief and return the
I'm not
lyre.
gonna ask questions. Let's just go. $47. Oh wait. Gotta check the gear, dude. 48.
Praxila's lyre has gone missing. Have you seen it?
Praxila's lyre is missing? That's terrible news. First Snow Evripidis and now this? Krefsis really has gone to the dogs.
Sorry.
I'm looking for a man named Orchimidis.
I know an Archimedes. Otherwise, no.
He might have been holding a lyre.
There are as many men holding lyres here as there are blades of grass on a field.
It's informative.
I'm looking for a missing lyre.
Aren't we all?
Are we?
Okay. Again, super helpful.
Ιωνών κακών προϊστήμη.
Over this way.
If Praxila doesn't perform, my cohorts and I shan't be visiting Krefsis next year.
Okay.
Good luck finding your long-lost lyre.
Do you know a man named Orchimidis?
Orchimidis. Orchimidis. That's the kid who hangs out around the Vipers. Yeah, I know him. He's been coming to the festival for 3 or 4 years, maybe.
The Vipers? Who are they?
You know how it is. People feel small, so they band together to make the rest of us feel smaller. They took over the temple of Athena Itonia a while back. Now it's hard to take the road without being held at knife point.
Do you think that's where Orchimidis would take a lyre?
Hope not. For his sake.
Okay.
The Vipers are dangerous. If he did have the lyre on him, they'd probably rough him up for it. He's one of those kids that'd be keeping around for fodder, if you get me.
Did he have a lyre on him?
I didn't see him with one. I saw him talking to you, then walking towards Praxila's tent. He and Praxila's pretty Elot have been sneaking around lots. Just assume they were, you know, planting a garden.
Is the Temple of Athena the best place to sell a stolen lyre?
You can buy and sell anything here, unfortunately. But going to the Vipers guarantees the person you stole from won't follow you in. Shame. It was such a beautiful temple.
Thank you for your...
Hope you find the lyre. Watch out!
Someone, please, help!
You're that servant. The one who disappeared at the same time as the lyre.
I can explain. Orchimidis talked me into it and said he'd use the drachmi to buy my freedom. When we escaped, he said he wanted to bring the lyre to the Vipers. I said no. The Vipers said yes.
The Vipers have Orchimidis and the lyre now. As for you, you can go back to Praxila and apologize if you really want help.
Now, where did my horse go? Oops. Oh, this will be fun.
That must be where they're keeping Archimedes and the lyre.
Goodbye!
Oh no. Gosh. Whoops. Stay here. Come on.
I doubt that.
They took it from me when I was captured. Malaka got what they deserved.
Did they force you to steal Praxila's lyre?
No. They gave me the confidence I was lacking. We would drink and complain about poetry at the festival, and I let slip that Praxila's my mother.
What? Praxila's your mother?
She is. She abandoned me and my father when I was a child. Something about following her destiny to be a wandering poet. My father, Achaikos, built the lyre for her as a wedding present. She loved it more than us. I wanted her to feel the way we did when she left.
Oh boy.
Praxilla got what she deserved for abandoning her family.
I just wanted her to feel some of the pain I felt. Why don't I feel better?
Archimedes, I know you still have the lyre. Give it to me.
It got broken in the struggle.
Malaga.
Wait, before you leave, I need some advice. Should I talk to Praxilla? I don't know what to do.
Approach Praxilla as yourself and talk to her. Maybe she missed you and didn't know how to come home.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
need time to think about everything. My father, my mother, my friends. Please don't tell Praxilla who I am.
I was able to get the lyre, but not in one piece.
Thank you. Oh, Haikos, what mischief did you get yourself into? Alexios, thwarter of thieves. I appreciate you bringing a Haikos back to me, but I need to ask another favor.
You need help fixing the lyre.
Perceptive, too. Look at it. Wood's gone soft, body splintered, it's toneless, tooless even.
What can be done to save it?
Cressis has been having this festival for years. The town is built around it. Of course, because instruments are as fragile as a poet's heart, there's a master lyre maker at Cressis port.
Not too far away.
And since it's been proven that nothing is safe on these hills, I'll need some muscle for protection.
I can help you get there safely.
The journey will be worth your while. Come
It's
now.
never just for
I'm right
protection.
behind you.
I have many fond memories of this place.
Always somebody up there.
Grow into a town, and a small gathering of friends grow into a massive festival. It's more home than home.
Your true love is a lyre, and your home is a poetry festival. You never wanted to settle somewhere.
Oh, you sweet young child. My life isn't as simple as you make it out to be. I'm like Zephyros, needing to go where I please. I learned this the hard way.
So you care only for yourself?
If you only live your life for others, what's the point? You're nothing but a slave, a loyal beast at best.
People can get hurt.
If I had lived the life expected of me, traditional and domestic, I would have died inside. And like as not, thrown myself into the sea. I know what I need.
Seems like the festival here is much less formal than the others I've encountered.
Yes, Dionysus claimed our offerings to Apollo and granted us the gift of ecstasy.
I can see why it would attract people from far and wide.
Do not misunderstand. Heathen is one part of worship. Timiha, where are you?
Who is making all that fucking noise?
The smell of the sea is almost enough to cover your stench, Timiha.
Praxilla, I've been gathering fruits to throw at you all week.
High praise coming from you. I need a favor. Achaikos was kidnapped by some idiot and needs a new neck.
This idiot?
Excuse you?
Sadly, there have been many idiots on this journey.
I hired this muscle here to get Achaikos back. Now he's keeping me company.
All right, give him here. Poor fellow's been brutalized.
But you can fix it, right?
Of course I can fix him. I am the best pair of hands you're going to find outside of Athens. Problem is, Achaikos is a special boy. I have materials, but nothing worthy of putting him together.
What materials do you need?
I have what I need for the neck, but the old one took the strings and yoke out when it snapped. Ah, there's a crack running through the soundbox. That needs to be replaced.
What should I be looking for?
Some use bone for the yoke and neck, but nothing beats wood in my opinion. Strings are made from gut, and we could use a shell for the sound box.
Those strings don't look like guts to me.
They are. Just soaked for a long time and pulled thin. I'm sure you'll enjoy killing some legendary beast to help a Haikos sing.
I've seen some liars with turtle shells for the body.
Not a lot of turtles on this coast, but a good sturdy conch should do the trick.
What's a yoke? And what wood do you need to replace it?
The yoke is the crossbar that all of the strings are attached to.
Sure is. It needs to bend, so a springy wood is best.
I think we all can agree on that.
I will return with the...
Yeah. Nope. Didn't know that was a camp. Okay. Do I not like get an ID or anything here? Huh. Oh, I just get to go look. Okay. Yeah, why not?
Έχουμε μάρμαρον πολύ.
Oops. Wait. Let me just jump the wall. Here we go. Go find some wolves. Probably up there. Or right here.
Wolves are fierce animals. I'll gut them for Praxilla.
Find some wolves, man. There's a cave or something. Okay. Interesting. So go ahead and get this one since we're here. anywhere?
Hope these are enough guts for fixing a Haikos.
By Zeus!
Lucky I came by.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Epi. Well,
I'm Alexios.
Charm. You have the look of someone used to being out in the world.
You look like you shouldn't be outside.
It can't be helped. I have in my possession a Mycenaean tablet that leads to a sacred burial site. I'm calling it the Cave of the Orc.
Good for you.
Mycenaeans were known for their elaborate grave sites.
How precious.
Ancient jewelry, ceremonial swords and daggers, so...
How can I turn down a promise of precious thing?
The Fates have delivered you onto my path, and thus we travel together.
The Fates have been known to have a sense of humor.
Happening upon you, hero, is fortuitous.
Glad to hear it.
To the other question.
So, you dig through book roll?
No. Well, yes and no. I dig through dirt, too.
That's what farmers do.
I uncover our history. Sometimes, hopefully this time, it will uncover ancient wonders.
Hate to break it to you, but clay pots and dirt aren't that wondrous to most.
I've dedicated my life to it. It's so much more than treasure to be looted.
Is it though?
It's who we are. Knowing where we come from tells us where we are headed.
You educated people and your riddles.
Some people don't care about the past. They only want to steal something that will make them a few drachmi. Imagine that.
Hard to believe.
My peers are no more than treasure hunters and art dealers.
Well, you did mention precious jewels.
These ruins and relics are notoriously hard to find. I found this one through clever searching and deduction.
Tell me more about it.
Mycenaeans held specific rituals. Some tales speak of objects made by the gods.
Yes, the gods like to play their hand on occasion.
Think of this, Mystios. How would you like to have had the gods help you in battle?
A good warrior doesn't need any help from the gods, or anyone else.
True, true. But think of what we might find there.
You think we'll find something with this power?
See? Now are you interested?
I certainly am. The Oracle of Trophonios. I wonder if the cult's working here too.
What's this?
Stay back.
They seem drawn to this place. I hadn't expected that.
Does this have to do with... whatever that name was you said?
The Mycenaeans? I don't see how they could know. It must be related to Trophonios. I'll observe them and see what I can learn.
Fine. I'll search further inside.
Wait! Take this steely piece. See if there are markings that match it.
Ευλογημένη Αθηνά, ελέησον τούτων των γέρων δραχμοκτώνων επίσης. Ευλογημένη Αθηνά, ελέησον τούτων των γέρων δραχμοκτώνων επίσης. Ομιλείς τη βασίλεια, ο αιωλών.
Not much of a burial site. Mules are buried in higher places of honor. The steely piece looks like it can be placed. Unexpected.
Go through there.
This is more elaborate than I thought.
Cultist spear. It tells us everything we need to know about this cave. I want to drop down there.
Ah, this is more like it. Let's see what we have. This statue depicts a warrior. The markings match Epi's stone. Epi will want to see all of this.
Yeah, no kidding. I bet you there's gonna be a cult fight.
We're in the right place. Unfortunately, my friend, it's been looted. All I found was this armor.
That is highly significant. The Mycenians were a warrior culture, you know. So this must be a warrior's tomb.
Well, it's a decent piece, but where's the rest of it?
That was only one part of the stele. If we can find the others, I can decipher the text.
Maybe that will reveal more armor. The rest of the stele you speak of could be anywhere.
If I can find clues for where to look, are you interested in finding the other stele pieces?
I'll look for the other.
Excellent! Now, I need to see those markings. Let's go inside.
Really? Dude could just came with me the first time.
I didn't expect the stele keystone to actually be a key.
I wonder what happens when all of them are in place.
Even with only part of the stele, I can start to decipher the writing.
What does it say?
I think that says of the gods.
Really? To think you were someone yelling for help not long ago.
Look at me now.
I think you're going to need all of them, though.
According to this, it seems that the stele pieces have been deliberately separated.
I wonder why they were separated on purpose.
It doesn't matter if we can find them. Will you look for the other stele pieces?
Of course. Where should I look?
According to this, the next stele is... Oh, better you than me. I can't swim. Explore the ruins of Arni.
What's the connection between this tomb and those worshippers?
The writing mentions of the gods. It's not clear which gods, though. Once we decipher more, we should understand the connection.
The armor must belong to the ancient warrior. But why remove it and spread it out across the lands?
Good question. It must have something to do with the text.
So these markings are an ancient language?
Mycenaean. There are languages even older than that, which have been lost. When this died out, sadly, we fell into a dark age.
Time for me to go.
I do want to finish as the quest I was already doing. Sorry about that.
This shell should be perfect for Praxila's lyre. should be enough wood for a new lyre. I have everything we need.
Excellent. Give it here.
Be careful with it.
He'll like me better when I'm done. You always were too rough with your fingering.
Well, that's the first complaint I've heard about it.
There he is, looking more handsome than ever.
You call this your best work? You're robbing me blind.
Oh, shut up, and go deafen the masses with your wailing.
Thanks for the help. Here's your drachmi. I need some time to put a high cost through spaces. I might need some help after though, so swing by my tent when you have a minute.
Sure, if I'm in the area.
Yeah, we'll be in the area. Go back out the other way now. I came off the right way. Okay.
Μύστητε, τούτη είναι μίμηση. Μην ακούσω την άικον.
The Mystios returns. Do you have time to accompany me and Achaikos to our triumphant performance?
After all this, I wouldn't miss it.
Excellent. We team up once more.
So we're a team now. Can I still expect to get paid?
After my performance, drachmi will be in no short supply. Trust me.
You've dedicated your life to your art. You must have a lot to show for it.
I write 100 poems every night when I go to sleep, and I throw out 100 every morning when I wake up. Luckily, some have survived to touch people.
Do you have any favorites?
There's one I'm well known for that is very dear to me. The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun. Second are the shining stars and the face of the moon. Then ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
Sounds nice, but we should get going. So, cucumbers?
The sun gives us the fruit of the trees, like the fruit of the lawns.
In your poem you say you leave the sun. Why?
Not me. Adonis. He's being asked upon death about the most beautiful things he's left behind. To me, there is no greater beauty than that of the sun, and the moon, and stars.
Oh, why is he being asked this?
Adonis is beauty incarnate. What could be so beautiful that even he would be fain to leave?
I see. Looks like we've made it.
Marvelous.
It's Praxilla!
I heard she was coming this year.
Praxilla! Recite something for us.
I've been reciting this poem for years. Alexios, would you do me the kindness of allowing me to hear it anew from your lips?
I couldn't.
Nonsense. You know everything you need to do it justice. How about something new this year?
The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun.
Praise be Apollo!
Second are the shining stars and the face of the moon.
This is one of my favorites.
Then, ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
That's always been my favorite verse. I'm happy my poem touched you so deeply, Alexios. Have you thought about trading your spear for the lyre?
I will stick to swinging swords, thanks.
It wouldn't be a poetry festival without someone causing a disturbance.
Praxilla, get to safety. I can handle them.
Victory!
Happens every year. Some cursed idiots drink too much wine and get themselves killed.
I didn't know poetry festivals were such lively events.
Indeed. I need to take a moment to recover. Let's go back to my tent.
This better not get weird. Definitely wouldn't be the first time.
But we do have a happy ending.
Praxilla, it has taken me long years of soul-searching and many nights of tears to bring myself to this moment. I am Archimedes, your son.
When I heard the name of the man who stole my lyre, I suspected it might be you.
I've dreamt of hurting you as you hurt me and my father 1,000 times. But I only knew you as the mother who abandoned me, and not as the artist that I just saw.
Just as Adonis lamented the beauty he left behind, I too left that which was most precious to me on the death of my old self.
You're not dead. Neither of you are. Take this opportunity and see what you can build together.
Thank you for all your help. The new poem I'm working on is my favorite yet.
Δύναστε υποκρίνεστε ως ηλίθιοι. Οπότε δίνειν υποκρινόμεθα την φιλοσόφων σκηνή.
Alright, that's a good place to sign off. Appreciate you watching.